Hey, what's going on, guys? Aarava here, and welcome back to my F1 2018 Fantasy Career Mode here with Alfa Romeo in Motorsport Manager. We're here for round number 3 at the Dubai Grand Prix. If you did miss the last episode, that was uploaded just yesterday, so be sure to go see that one before you check out this episode. So going into it, we've got no mail at the moment. We did the interview already, and nothing really to tell there. In terms of the pit crew, looking pretty good. This guy's a little bit fatigued, so actually I might swap him out over here. 15 to 17, so does decrease the pit stop time somewhat, but you know, he's fresh and fit. I've not been showing the pit crew that much. A lot of you are still telling me in the comments below I should be looking at that. I'm just not really showing it in the video because it's not really that interesting to look at. It's just some few little clicks of the pit crew. It doesn't take that long for me to do. So yeah, at the moment, I mean, that's the best we've got going at the moment. There's no more new hires to look at because I've been removing all the ones that aren't worth hiring, basically. So we're moving ahead with the proceedings in the week. A car repair is going to get done, and we'll continue on working on the car where we can. In 9 days' time, these will all get maxed out, so that's going to be pretty damn good. But at the same time, I'm still kind of a little bit confused and annoyed in a way of these kind of skews in the engine and things like that, which it makes it difficult because it does mean no matter what I do to these engines, there will be one that's a lot better than the other one, and so I'm having to pick my kind of favourite out of the two between Leclerc and Sainz. At the moment, though, I've been giving the better engine to Sainz, but giving the better front wing to Leclerc. I don't know, maybe obviously that will maybe get fixed and rectified in time. At the moment, though, the next part we're building is the gearbox, which might actually get done maybe in this episode. It might get done after the Dubai Grand Prix, unfortunately. But you can see performance work is going to get done literally in a few seconds here, so it's done. And so now we can move on to some other things. So let's work on the brakes here. Let's work on the rear wing and pretty much just slap on the rest of them, really. Oh, I can't slap on. I was clicking as if I could add those ones. We've only got 4 slots. So actually, let's take a quick look at the races coming up. Potentially what's going to be more important. Brakes. Neither. Brakes. Okay, suspension. So brakes comes up twice. So just purely because of that, I'm going to keep on the brakes. We'll keep the rear wing and we'll wait for the suspension. We'll wait to do that a little bit later. But reliability wise, we're really not that bad. So I'll go 19 to 1. Don't really need to bump it up that much. Actually, to be honest, brakes are pretty damn good right now, so we can remove those and maybe add back on that one front wing there. What else is a little bit on the porous side here? That engine, perhaps. So just add those on. It's going to take a long time, 90 days, but obviously we're focusing on the performance here. But pretty much, it looks like there's nothing much happening in the world of Formula 1 whilst we go towards Dubai, apart from Sainz says, just wanted to say, awesome job with the pit crew. Professional, efficient, and a great laugh in the garage. The best team I've worked with. Awesome stuff. See, Carlos is loving our work in the pit crew. Nice to hear that. Dubai, 28 laps, 0% chance of rain. Obviously, being Dubai. Last season was where Leclerc, I think it was, crashed. Was it not? Or it might have been Gio. I can't remember. One of them crashed. And it was actually quite annoying because whoever crashed was in the top 10 at that point, I think. So, not fond memories of Dubai, to be honest, from last season. But, you know, we'll see how it's going. We'll see how it goes. F2, actually, in 1 sec. I'm just curious to see where on earth, because Mana got relegated. Where are they? 6th and 7th. Okay, so the relegated team are doing okay-ish in F2 there. Just curious sometimes to see what's going on. We've got some pre-gossip. What was that? Pre-gossip Dubai. Mercedes currently top in the standings. Hamilton will be hoping to follow on. Apparently, I'm saying something. Managed by aarava, predicted to finish 9th. Apparently, I'm going to finish 9th. I would take that, to be honest, after a pretty dismal race we had last time at China. Let's look at our car now. Hey, okay, so the brand new gearbox has been made, literally, just before the Grand Prix, which is kind of half useless, because it means I can't use that new gearbox, because you can see the reliability is 40%. Not great. I'm going to remove that. I'm going to add this on. I'll see what 1 day's work does to that, but probably not going to be useful. Right, brand new part onto the car then. Where are we lacking? So gearbox just take a nice hit up to 10th. We're 10th there, 9th there, 8th there, 9th, 9th. So it looks like maybe the front wing could do some work there. That's a little bit down in terms of we're 8th compared to... Oh, actually, wait, hang on. We're 9th there. We're 8th here. 9th, actually, so actually the suspension could do some work as well, although the suspension takes a long time. That takes 24 days compared to a wing, which is 17, so maybe I'll end up doing the rear wing, because the rear wing's 9th as well, and the rear wing comes up a few times here, I think. Yeah, rear wing, okay, not so much, rear wing, then again, Actually, that's a little bit annoying. It doesn't come up as much as I thought, actually. It's quite a mixture, really. It's quite a mixture. What do I do? Which part should I do? I feel... I feel like just doing the rear wing because it's the cheaper one as well. So let's go 25 to max. Yeah, 2 million. We're going to go down to 7.5, but obviously we're going to gain about 2.9 each race, so we'll bring that. We'll earn that back in the next race, but pretty much that is everything we have to do pretty much until we get to Dubai. Here we go. Let's have a quick look here. Okay, in 1 day's time, that went up 3%. Yeah, pretty decent, actually. I think I want to, though, just move this to... hang on, 19 and 1, just so that's a little bit still working the performance, but... Let's go on to the strategy. Probably a lot of medium tyres needed. I think the strategy is a one-stop, is it not? I think Dubai is actually really not that, yeah, very low tyre wear. I think a one-stop is manageable with 2 sets of mediums, so plenty of medium running in practice. And in terms of fit parts, we're not going to fit on the new gearbox, but just to get that notification out of the way, everything else remains the same as it was pretty much. I like the dynamic we got going on there. Obviously, being Dubai, no rain in practice, no rain in quali, no rain in the race. I would think the game would be broken if rain comes our way, so just full steam ahead to what should be a pretty simple practice session for us. Right, send them out. Race trim, 4 laps, medium tyres, usual stuff really. Stint, race trim, medium, and we're done. Pretty much, just send them out, do the setup. That's the most difficult part of this entire process today. And then just let them lap around and get that knowledge. Get that sweet, sweet medium tyre and race trim knowledge. Yeah, a little bit iffy there. Right, send them on another round. So the only thing was we got science on great there on the handling, but everything else is a little bit iffy there. He's got pull on the downforce, so we're going a lot lower then, it looks like maybe. And then going acceleration-wise that way from OK would probably be... Oh no, that much. Yeah, that much I would say. Downforce-wise, going really low. So Science strangely loving the low aero life, even though I remember from last season they wanted a lot of downforce. But maybe that's just because our cars got better. I don't know. Maybe that's the thing. Nearly forgot to say bring them in. We just did that at the last corner, basically, there. Right, aero's feeling much nicer. Good. And the same thing for Carlos. Exact same feelings about this setup. Right, we're getting a little bit closer. 88% still. God damn it. How are they... right, you surely don't want lower. You want like a tad higher from here. Right, go with that. And then with Science, we'll do pretty much, I think, the same thing. I think he wants a little bit higher, not that low, because that's like crazy low aero, that, in my opinion at least. Handling wise, probably wants more oversteer. And then speed balance, that's probably enough to maybe get the excellent. So tire choice, there we go. And third time lucky, hopefully. Right, they come in and... Oh, what the hell? Okay, other way around for the handling then. Okay. Right, so we come through. We got race trim level 3, medium tyres level 3. The final minute of the session, so perfect timing there. And you'll see as they come in, we've got pretty damn good setups now. 2 excellence and a great, and triple excellence. So after all of that chaos of having to go out 4 different times for setups, we've now got 98% there. And we've got, well, this should be 99, I would imagine, with 3 excellence. 98 as well, apparently. Okay, fine. Be like that. But all good to carry on into qualifying then. I mean, we're way down the order in terms of practice, but, you know, we're on the mediums the entire time. We didn't do any kind of stints on any fast tyres, nor did we really push in that session. So, not too disheartened by that. We'll see. If I remember correctly, this is where McLaren did pretty well last season, so need to watch out for that. That Renault and Toro Rosso might have a good chance to get some points on us. So far, I think Renault have only got 2 points, I think it is. So let's have a look in the standings. Renault, yeah, they've got 2, so let's be a bit wary. They could get some decent points here this race, I think. Them and Toro Rosso. Williams as well. You know, we're only 4 points off though, so I feel like I feel like that should be a target of ours, to try and keep within Williams' graphs and try and keep Renault and Toro Rosso behind. Obviously Toro Rosso have had a bit of a slow start this season, same for Renault. But it can happen at any point where our car's just not, you know, if it's bottlenecked and they're performing really well, then it could just kind of, our lead could just go like that. So let's go ahead into qualifying, Bo, and see how this goes. Car setup all good, so let's hope for a good one, boys. Hopefully a bit more like Australia and not like China. Let's send Carlos out first on the super soft tyres. All right, got perfect and overheated there with Carlos, and I think we might have a gap potentially here. No, let's wait a little bit. I want to wait for car number 12 over here, Massa, to come through, and then I'll send out Charles. So when Massa gets to about here, the hairpin, I'll send Charles out there, because I think there's a gap there. So send out now on Super. So I don't know why I'm clicking the second one. Right, he comes out, and here comes Massa down the pit lane, and we're just ahead of Massa, actually. So Massa's on an in-lap, though, so I shouldn't think he's going to bother. Actually, no, he's not on in-lap. He's on his fast lap. So we actually held up Massa, so that's kind of good. So we're going to slow that down a little bit, and hopefully, he'll kind of fall ahead. Fall ahead? Go ahead. Not really. You can't really fall ahead. I guess you can if you tripped forwards. Right, perfect and overheated for Charles as well, so a little tricky again with the brakes, but at the moment, Sainz ahead of Kobayashi in the Renault, so that's good. Just behind Lin. By a few hundreds. Ooh, Hulkenberg pips in by 700s, that is. Hulkenberg's a bit of a sandwich there for Sainz with his old teammate, Kobayashi. Leclerc green first sector. Obviously, he's going green. It's his first damn lap, but let's go round and let's see. And Sainz is back in the pit lane there. We'll have enough time to send him out for one more lap piece, but Sainz up into 13th at the moment, and Leclerc across the line. Ooh! Go on, son! 10th! Oh, go on! Lovely stuff there, Leclerc. Right, okay. Let's see. Cars going out now. Let's wait a tad. I think, are these cars coming in? I think they are. I think those cars are coming in just down the pit lane there. I can see these kind of, yeah, they're coming down. They're coming in. So we're going to send Carlos out now. He's got, he's got a decent amount of clean air here. So good stuff. Let's hope he can improve. He only needs to find literally just about 1/10 near enough to try and match Charles and get in the top 10 as well. So come on, Carlos. Let's see what you got. All right, perfect and overheated, and we'll just have enough time now to send out Leclerc. This is going to be bloody close because we've got a 1:36 lap time, and we're just coming out on the dot here. So this is going to be bloody close for him to get that. But let's see how this progresses here through the session. Final minutes of qualifying there, so I'm going to have to go a little bit hastily here with the tyre heating here. We've got green for Carlos, though, so that's good. But will we even make it across the line? We're a bit cold. We're perfect and good, apparently, on this setup. Across the line, few seconds to spare, and Leclerc didn't make it across the line. But Sainz, though, crosses the line ahead of Leclerc, although both of them get pipped down by Gasly and Lin. Hulkenberg does a fantastic job there in 8th place, but happy that Sainz was able to bring back some time. Ocon finishing his lap, so we're down to 13th and 14th, which is pretty much matching what we did in Australia. So, you know, fair play. I think that's an all-round decent session for us. Hulkenberg definitely pulled something out of the bag there, as well as Gasly to be up in 10th and 8th, but I think that's a solid job there from both the boys, especially Sainz having been a little bit slower to bring that back at the end there. Unfortunate, though, that Leclerc just missed out by a few seconds. That could have been maybe 10th if he improved enough on that time, but literally just left it that smidge too late. Right, into the race then. Those medium and race trim knowledge is all well and good, and it is time to go towards the race. Before we do so, remembering to strap on the medium tyres. Oi oi, shout out to last episode where we made that mistake. Fuel options all fine. I mean, obviously it's F1, so no refueling unless there is a GMA vote. You never know in the future. I haven't actually looked at that. That's something we should do maybe after this episode, see what GMA rules are coming up a little bit later. But pushing and overtaking the cars, in terms of the actual strategy, let's have one quick look here. Yeah, 20-ish laps, so 18 probably at the most. So that should take us comfortably towards the end of the race. I mean, technically a one-stop medium to softs could be possible. Let's see. I'm not super confident these will go 20 laps. I'm thinking more like they'll go 16 with us pushing a little bit. So probably we're looking at 2 sets of mediums, I think. So yeah, let's go with that. But let's go ahead to the race then. Most other people on super softs, you would imagine. But I would say there would be a few on mediums around us. Yeah, a few medium runners, some softs, but quite a few mediums there. So we'll see how it goes. The McLaren guys, Alonso's on mediums. Kobayashi on mediums. Hulkenberg is on soft tyres. And I think he's the only soft tyre runner in the top 10. Is that? No, and Perez. But Gasly's on super softs, Hartley's on soft. So in terms of our rivals, bit of a split strategy really going on there in terms of what they're doing. But obviously we'll just concentrate on ourselves and try and do the best job we can here from 13th and 14th on the grid. Sainz and Leclerc lining up side by side there on the same slot. We go to 5 red lights and we're off now for the Dubai Grand Prix. Jesus Christ, look at that Renault. Sorry, Kobayashi, did you see that? That looked comically amazing down the inside there. He just shot down the inside. Sainz down to 15th now. We need to push hard a little bit here and attack, because we're down to 14th and 16th. Not a great start for the two lads here. Sainz only recovering back to 14th now, and Hulkenberg going down the order. So Hulkenberg had a pretty poor getaway from what was 9th place, I think, was it? So yeah, he's had a pretty big shocker. Gasly's had a good one up in 8th. But Kobayashi, the biggest winner there, up in 11th. Oh, what the hell? Sainz just made the worst mistake in the world, and he's now lost 3 positions. He's down in 16th. What? Guys, you can't be making these many mistakes, man. Come on. Right, here we go. Back to 13th. That's more like it. Trying to attack now, and we're trying to go through the hairpin. Let's use a bit of manual ERS here down the straight. Closing up on Grosjean. Can we go down the inside there? Not going to work out with Sainz. He remains ahead of Nico Hulkenberg. Meanwhile, Leclerc on the back of this train here. I think we need to use some overtake mode maybe on the fuel mixture there, because he's a little bit slow. Let's use some overtake mode. Let's go ERS down this straight. Close up to the Sauber. Come on. Can we try and overtake Verline, please? Pretty damn soon. We're closing up there as we fast forward through the last sector down the main straight. Not going to work out. Meanwhile, Sainz, let's have a look at him. He's still in... Oh, no, he's actually battling Hulkenberg again. No, he's battling Kobayashi. My bad. Okay, he stayed in 13th. That was actually Hulkenberg down 1 place. Ocon's overtaken him, so fair play. That's good news for us. So let's try and... If we can get ahead of Kobayashi, that'll be ideal in terms of the prospect for points is a little bit more comfortable for us then. But at the moment, the top man on medium tyres is Romain Grosjean. He's doing a good job there. We're on medium and the tyre temps are staying down there, so we need to go conservative a little bit and try and save these tyre temps. Meanwhile, I'll still be on overtake mode for Leclerc that entire time, and he's not overtaking anyone, so not really a great job from Charles at the moment there. He's getting stuck behind Verline, which is not ideal. Not ideal. Not even Verline anymore. It's bloody Van Dorn now. He's gone down even further. Yeah, really not ideal. Really, really not ideal at the moment. Right, lap 6, Leclerc is in 20th, and he's stuck in his pack between some Toyotas and Van Dorn Sauber. This is becoming another China moment of annoyance with Van Dorn not getting out the damn way, man. You're in a bloody Sauber. Just get lost, man. Overtake mode. Come on, please. Using all the ERS down this straight. You got to overtake him here. Yes, Charles. Thank you. God damn it. Up to 19th. Good stuff. We're going to go back down to medium because your fuel is way, way too low. Minus 0.9 compared to Sainz with minus 0.2. Very bad stuff in terms of the amount of fuel we've had to use to overtake Van Dorn there. Meanwhile, Sainz still in 13th, just ahead of Hulkenberg, who's again swapped positions with Esteban Ocon. But Sainz doing an okay job. He's not able to catch Kobayashi at the moment, but I don't want to push the tyres too much, so I've kind of been bouncing around medium and conservative. But I have a feeling we need to push a little bit harder if we do want to get Kobayashi. Otherwise, I feel like he's slowly kind of getting away from us in this race. Use some ERS down this straight, try and maybe push away from Hulkenberg. Not happening. What are these guys on? They're pushing. They're on high fuel. I think we should match them, to be honest. Go on high fuel as well ourselves, just to match them in that aspect. And I think the same for Leclerc. Leclerc's definitely going to have to do some more fuel saving later on in the race. But for now, we'll let him push on the fuel, and he'll have to make it up later. But 7/10 gain from the last lap there, so that's positive stuff for Carlos as we go through towards the last corner. Let's use some more ERS there. Same for Leclerc. We'll use all of it as we go down the main straight, try and really push on. So minus 1.1 there from the last lap, so good increase on pace with the fuel and the ERS use. Leclerc can just about be said the same. He's closing up to Glock. Is that Glock there in the Toyota? Yes, it is. And at the moment, he's using ERS to stay ahead of us for now. And these guys were the guys who got promoted to F1. So they're pretty much like in the Premier League when a team gets promoted. Yeah, sometimes they do amazing, obviously. But, you know, mostly it's not a fairy tale story. Most of the time, they struggle to kind of adapt. And we've got... Oh, Hulkenberg's crashed. Thank you. Yes, good stuff. Good luck for us, finally. Right, let's go medium fuel. Save some fuel here on the yellow flags. But, you know, they're the newly promoted team. They should theoretically be struggling, especially because it's F1. It's not football. You know, football's a lot more of a fairy tale sport than F1 can ever be. So this is F1. They should be struggling, low budget in that. But for some reason, we're stuck behind bloody Glock because Leclerc, I don't know what it is. He's lost his touch from last season a little bit. You know, he doesn't seem to be pouncing past cars as well as he used to. That kind of trait's kind of gone on to Sainz in a way, who's up in 11th now at the moment, due to Hogmo being out there and a few other people pitting. 18 laps remain though, and we're still in good fuel with Sainz. We're very good fuel on Sainz, so we'll continue going on like this. Meanwhile, for Leclerc, not very much. Minus 0.79. That's a little bit iffy. That's a little bit iffy. We're going to have to, unfortunately, Charles, stay in medium fuel there. I'm sorry, my man. Right, Sainz up the order now into 7th as Hamilton, Bottas have pit onto soft tyres. Tyre wear is looking good at the moment, lap 12, so we're getting towards the halfway mark of this race where theoretically we'd start maybe pushing a little bit. So, I don't know, I think the soft tyres could be a way to go with Sainz, but the thing is we do have that triple level of medium tyre knowledge, so I feel like we should just use that and maybe just push these mediums now. I think we just push them and see what kind of pace we can gain as Bottas overtakes us, that's fine. I think Sainz is working well with the mediums. I think maybe Leclerc we go a little bit differently because we're way down the order of him. We're 10 places down. I'd say we try something different with him, go a little bit longer and go on to soft tyres at the end of this race. Whereas with Carlos, push even harder on these mediums. And let's go to another set of mediums, but push even harder on those. There we go, look at that. We just overtook bloody Daniel Ricciardo and Kobayashi, pushing like an absolute stabbed rat. What a lovely move there from Carlos Sainz. He is absolutely gunning it at the moment on lap 14 as we come through halfway through this Grand Prix. He's actually closing up on a Mercedes car. Insane in lap there from Carlos Sainz. Insane in lap. And that just shows to me, yes, mediums. Let's do this, baby. Right, 100%. Well, let's go for the fast pit stop there. Carlos praised the pit stops there, so let's hope they pull through for him this time again. So into the pits, and actually we're right on the tail of Valtteri Bottas on newer soft tyres. That's a really good sign there. Right, into the pits. No mistake, please. Yes, yes, no mistake. Awesome. Great stuff. Right, medium, pushing out there into 19th, but we're going to the end of the race now. And Leclerc is just, wow. 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 I hate traffic in this game. I hate traffic more in this game than I do driving myself on the F1 Codemasters games. What on earth is this gobshite? Right, attack, overtake, ERS down this straight. Leclerc, you got to allow teammate through firstly, mate. Allow teammate through. But you got to... Hey, mate, allow him through. Good. No. Okay, go slow. No, go slow on purpose. You can't overtake him. Allow him through. Leclerc! Oh, my God! Let him... I want to tear my eyes out. Jesus, man. Okay, you may be the star of the show previously. Not anymore, son. There's a new man on the block. Stop overtaking him, even when we're pushing into the pit lane, because you're not... your race is over. You've killed your own race. Right, soft tyres, my man. Recharge the battery. Fast pit stop. And pray you're going to pull some time out your arse, man. You really got to pray for that. Good pit stop. Good pit stop. But you're so down the order in 21st place. You got to hope for some miracles, Charles. You got to hope for some miracles. Right, Sainz pass. Glock, thank you very much. Get out of the way, Glock. Jesus. Right, 15th place. We're behind Grosjean, who's on soft tyres. So he's the man we're basically fighting because he was also up in first place when we're in third. He's just overtaken Gasly very brutally and pushed him aside there. Right, 10 laps remaining. At the moment, Sainz in P11, so we can taste points potentially. We're being chased after by Kobayashi there, so that's a little bit of a worry. Meanwhile, Leclerc just overtaken Gasly as we cut on there. And tyre wear is looking okay for now. With we've got 9 laps to go in this Grand Prix. So, potential to push, and also definitely potential to push now with the fuel, because he's brought the fuel back there, although he is complaining about engine readouts, and that is a little bit of a worry. 25% for his engine, meanwhile not the case for Sainz, so Leclerc has really worn out his engine. It was all those laps of me putting on overtake mode, trying to bloody overtake Glock, and it didn't happen. And he's kind of put himself into this situation here, because if he just could have overtaken him, he could have done it. And now we're being attacked by the Toro Rosso. Let's use some ERS to defend. They go side by side, Gasly and Leclerc. Ooh, it's on my driver. Right, Leclerc just stays ahead in 17th. We're catching up to Buemi now. But the tyre temps just shoot up on the soft tyre, so that's why I'm keeping it conservative at the moment. Let's use some high fuel mixture, though. As we go through here, let's use some ERS as we go down this little mini straight. Meanwhile, with Sainz, 11th. Where is Grosjean? Just up the road. I'm keeping an eye on Sainz because I want to keep enough tyre wear where we can really gun it at the end there on the tyres, basically. The only worry is Kobayashi is right up our gearbox, so let's use some ERS. No, no, I used the ERS too late. He's overtaken us. Can we come back at him? Let's use overtake mode. Come back at him, come back at him. This is crucial to stay ahead of Kobayashi. We have to stay ahead of Kobayashi here, otherwise he'll ruin our race if he gets ahead of us and we're stuck behind in dirty air. So we need to stay ahead of him more than anything, really, just to secure some points. And also, remember, keeping Renault behind. There you go, the Red Bull car sneaking through. Let's go low fuel mixture as the Red Bull overtakes us. Go for it, son. Go for it. The Red Bull, Verstappen, if you're going to overtake us, do it now, son. Do it now. Do it now. There we go. There we go. He's overtaken him. Go medium fuel. Go medium. There we go. Inevitable. Inevitable. That's fine. That's fine. Keep it chill. Keep it chill. Just use some ERS to get away from Kobayashi there and stay in 11th. Stay in 11th for now. There's surely going to be some of the people pitting. There's got to be Massa. You've got to think Massa, Vettel. They're going to be a little bit, you know, uneasy on those mediums. All right, Kobayashi's overtaken us. We're on conserve at the moment because I'm just a little bit worried about the tyre time shooting up a bit too much, but we need to try and re-overtake him here. Let's go. Oh, my God. These guys are swamping me now. Oh, right. Ocon overtakes us. I think that is. We're trying to get past him back with the ERS. And come on, keep it ahead, keep it ahead. Up in 12th again. We're on overtake mode in the engine, trying to catch up to Kobayashi. Kobayashi defends with ERS. This is a frustrating race because the AI are really fighting back unusually a lot more than they have done in previous times here against Sainz. No, the Force India down the inside. ERS, we only have a tiny bit. Come on, surge power, just a little bit around the outside. No, Carlos, no. God damn. Oh, it's frustrating to see him going backwards because he was in such a good position. And I can't even do that much. I can't push because the tyres will start to overheat. We've only got 4 laps. So I can't overheat them until 2 laps to go because then they'll go the distance. But I can't do it with 4 laps to go. And fuel, well, I wanted to save fuel to go on overtake mode. But now we can't even do that really because we're stuck behind these cars now. And Leclerc's engine is about to blow up on 18%. Jesus. And his tyres have gone off. Right, I think now's the time to push. I think we're about halfway through this 3rd lap. I think it's the time to push. Go overtake mode, go attack in high, and I'll go on overtake mode at the dying stage of this race. Meanwhile, Leclerc just about hanging on there, 43% wall. He's going conserve on the tyres at the moment. They're overheating, but I don't think he's going to overtake anyone in a hurry now with the engine going. Maybe that's why. I mean, no, actually, no. I was about to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that's why he's slow, but no, he put that. As I said earlier, he put himself into this situation with his engine. Sainz, though, gaining time now, getting back. Hopefully we can overtake Ocon. And I'm hoping Kobayashi and Verstappen's tyres go off the cliff here. I really got to hope for that. Oh, no. Rear wing condition, a little bit low. That's damaged instantly. That went like an absolute crack. It's like something hit the rear wing or something. That went instantly, as I said. I must have lost something off the rear wing there. It's driving weird. Someone check it. I'm sorry, mate. We can't check it. You're going to have to just keep driving like you are. So both cars are a little bit feeble now. Right, use overtake mode as we go through the final corner. Use ERS, hit there. Right, going to watch that. 2 laps remaining. Go back on high. We're closing up to Ocon, though. We're closing up to Ocon, who's also closing up to... I can't see who it is. Is that Kobayashi up ahead, or is it a blue flag? Is that a yellow car? I'm pretty sure that's not a yellow car. No, it's a lapped car. Kobayashi's a little bit further ahead. That's annoying. Right, final lap of the Grand Prix. Going to go overtake mode here through the final corner. Use ERS, all of it there. Big hit, right back on auto. Let's really push, let's see. Doesn't look like it. Does that look like we're catching enough? No, it does not. It definitely does not. And now we're on crucial fuel. And the tire's starting to go off a little bit. We'll use a bit of ERS down this straight, but I think that is it for our conquest. I don't think we're going to be able to do that. We've got, oh God, manual, go, use all of it. Oh, come on, get Kobayashi, yes! On the end, we overtake Kobayashi. Suck it, mate. Suck it, Kamui. There we go. Cross the line in 12th, at least ahead of a Renault. That's good. Just for saving face, ahead of a Renault. The Williams car got another point from Massa and Lin. Wow, Lin did an amazing job in 6th. And Grosjean got 9th with Super Softs there. Not super soft. Soft tyres are massive the same. But Sainz saving face against his old team there. I feel like he just pushed a little bit harder at the end just to get Kobayashi, the man who replaced him after he joined us. So good stuff. But, oh, wait. Oh, my. What? Sergio Perez won the race? Okay, I'm not so downbeat about Ocon overtaking us then. He's in a race-winning car. Fair play, Esteban. You actually did a shit job, mate. You should have been backing up Perez. How on earth has Perez pulled that off? He's done a soft to a medium. He's done a one-stop, and he pulled... Wait, no, he's done a two-stop, is it? No, it's a one-stop. He's done two... How did he have the pace for that? Oh, it's because all the top teams did a two-stop there, and the only one who didn't do a two-stop was Raikkonen, it looks like, I think. Raikkonen, and then I think Hamilton... No, Hamilton did a two-stop. Raikkonen is the only major player there in the top 5 that didn't do a two-stop. Everyone else did, apart from Perez. That's how he's done it. Okay, fairs, but tricky one for us. I mean, all in all, to say how annoyed I was getting at Leclerc earlier in the race, to say where he finished in I think it was 14th there in the end, I think he finished, or 15th. That's a okay day in the office for him, considering how low he was and how bad he was doing. At one point, Sainz had come out from his pit stop just behind Leclerc, so it's a miracle he didn't drop back further. And that's only due to Sainz having a few issues with his rear wing, really, I think, and also Ocon overtaking us did not help our stint. All in all, though, still 6th, still ahead of Renault. Williams do look to be out of our reach, to be honest. And the same can be said of definitely Force India, who at the moment are ahead of Red Bull. So, fair play to them. Looks like maybe this is where we're trying to solidify. Really, the way it looked this race, with Kamui being there in the race and Hulkenberg definitely being better in qualifying there, I think this might be a season-long scrap of us kind of on the, or at least me being on the edge of my seat, kind of sweating about, is Renault going to overtake us in the race and get those crucial points to bring us back? Because it seems pretty damn close between Kobayashi and Sainz. Right, 2.9 in the bank. Nicely does it. Nice bit of budget, and basically pay off the rear wing that we worked on. Quite ironic there that we had issues with the rear wing, and that's the part we're making. I feel like that's it was meant to be almost with Sainz there. But all in all, decent. Our job security is very secure. Interview with Orff, okay. You use team orders in the race, which is something that fans are not particularly keen on. In this case, I felt it was justified. I do feel like it was justified, and Sainz likes that answer enough that he doesn't change his mentality there. Okay, great. Pit review, 2 pit stops last race. Fastest one was 2.6. That's 0.3 slower than our season record, but I feel like that was because we did swap out the guy that's on 17. He's actually recovered very decently, so we'll watch out for that to put him back in there to get the 17 back in there on the stat. But job security back to very secure because that was a +10 Dubai, so the chairman was happy about that performance, and obviously we stayed ahead against our rivals. So all in all, can't complain about that. You know, not every race is going to be a point scoring race. Sometimes you just have to get stuck in there, get the elbows greasy, and just, you know, battle out for some supremacy in terms of just finishing ahead of your rivals just on track there. So guys, if you have enjoyed that race, hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you are new around here, then do get subscribed for weekly Formula content. I've been Alfa. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.